stop the corruption. Liberia, so stop lying to me. I can't prepare a better nation. When they own the thing we hear, complete containment inside. We don't hear the struggle, but the only thing we hear is lie. Liberia, so stop lying to me. The Bible says, we truth, cause only the truth shall set us free. Be honest to yourself, cause all you know you could die to work. It makes me wonder, how can some people paint their fellow men black so they can enjoy the Benjamin? Jehovah comes down. Come to live in your career. A lot of people read the truth. They live in your career. And let the people hear the truth and stop the corruption. Hey, here we go.
Are you in search of a radio station that will give you all in one package? Now listen to Sky FM 107.1.
Your tough, most provoking and stimulating talk show, 50-50, is coming on next.
Good morning, Monrovia. Good morning, Habel. Good morning, Rabosfield. Good morning, Rabosport. Good morning, Toyota. Good morning, Salala. Good morning, Macaque City. Good morning, Totmanburg. Good morning, Clay. Good morning, Boat Waterside. Good morning, Riverside. Good morning, Bapulu. Good morning, Buchanan. Good morning, Lag. Good morning, Carwell. Good morning, Brewerville. Virginia, Camp David. My river, this is 50-50 on a Wednesday morning. And let me announce to you, Wednesday morning is my anniversary. 20 years in the project that ends until death do us part. I gave him the glory, I gave him the honor, I gave him the inspiration, I gave him the courage to be in this project that doesn't end until we say, until death do us part. My name is T-Max. What is our discussion this morning? What is the update of the construction of the over-publicized Invincible 11 Sports Park? Will it ever be completed, or will it add up to the list of unfinished projects? Will it ever be completed? We have a culture and history of starting project, abandoning it. Will this one ever be completed? Which is what I've invited Trokon. He is the project manager of the Invincible 11 Sports Park. Mind you, let me take you back. Trokon was here. You told me in 4 months it will be dedicated. We will see it. I got years to see it. My name is Steve Max. I'm the grandson of my grandfather. By 11 o'clock, my lines will be open. Call me on 077777107, or you call me on 07772212223. Those two numbers are pinned on our Sky Communication Facebook page, Sky Communications Liberia. Or you can get us on Sky YouTube channel, Sky FM and TV. We'll be back right after the theme song.
Bring my umbrella so I can rush to the bank before the line gets long.
So the bank? Under this ring? Let me laugh at you small, yeah? Yeah. Big girls like me do banking from anywhere. All I need is a nice cup of coffee and a chair. It's time to start transferring some cash around.
Oh, you can transfer money from your bank account to your phone?
Simple. My account is connected to my wallet. Standing in line at banks is the least of my worry these days.
Orange Money Bank to Wallet is now with EcoBank. Transfer your money from the bank to your Orange Money wallet and vice versa. Register today with Orange Money, bank to wallet, and worry no more about standing in long queues at the bank. Now you can do your bank transfers from anywhere using your phone. Just dial *144# and follow instructions.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Papa, I doesn't like enough for the president when I saw.
Okay, my biggie, you know your news?
When news again?
Get your Orange Home Internet bundle for only $39. That's 75 gigabytes of data for 30 whole days for only $39. Just dial *833# to activate your Orange Home Internet bundle.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Hey, man, give me the answer now. What's the now president of the Liberal Football Association?
Mama, brother, why you saying I'm gonna give me that for? You asking me play that question?
My dear, I'm a new level, yeah. The more you know, Orange, is the more you win.
Get more for what you know with Orange. Test your knowledge by texting Banjo, BANJOO, to 6161 for trivia questions about Liberia and football. With each right answer, you stand a chance to win daily $50 USD cash. Weekly, you can win techno phones, and monthly, you can win an array of appliances. No network does it quite like Orange.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Bring my umbrella so I can rush to the bank before the line gets long.
So the bank under this ring. Let me laugh at you small, yeah. Yeah, big girls like me do banking from anywhere. All I need is a nice cup of coffee and a chair. It's time to start transferring some cash around.
Oh, you can transfer money from your bank account to your phone?
Simple. My account is connected to my wallet. Standing in line at banks is the least of my worry these days.
Orange Money bank to wallet is now with EcoBank. Transfer your money from the bank to your Orange Money wallet and vice versa. Register today with Orange Money bank to wallet and worry no more about standing in long queues at the bank. Now you can do your bank transfers from anywhere using your phone. Just dial *144# and follow instructions.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, or we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Thank you very much, Mike, on 50/50 on Sky 107. Happy belated birthday to Mother Liberia. You are 174, yet you look like you are 17. Sad. What to do? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 newspapers. Should I give it a banner headline now, or you go straight to the project manager that I want to deal with? Because he told me some times ago. So let me wait. Let me put this aside and let me deal with the Trokon. Promise, John the Baptist said, promise or dead. He's a victim of promises broken. So, what is the update of the construction of the over publicized Invincible 11 Sports Park? What will it be? Will it ever be completed, or will it be added to the list of unfinished projects? Trokon project manager of Invincible 11 Sports Park is my special studio guest. Good morning.
Good morning.
How did you enjoy your 26?
26 was fun. It's a time that I always.
It was terrible for me.
I stay home and reflect on what how far we have come as a country, and where we intend to go. And I'm happy, and I'm lucky that I was with the president when we did the dedication of the new Japan highway, and it was something that I was very, very happy about, because this is a dream come true. It's one of our major corridor, and when you talk about commerce, that road links Freeport, Morville,
the whole commercial belt.
To Raleigh, and it could not get better. Today we celebrate, and I'm very much happy that today we have that road, and that trade and commerce can actually flow easily.
One thing you people need to do, and I say you people that are making specific reference to the Liberia National Police. Their road officially has 2 one-way roads. 2 one-ways. You go in so, you go in so. You come in so, you come in on this side. Make sure that the motorbikes and the keke don't make a U-turn in either one of those. If you go in straight to Freeport, you go to Freeport, you go in red light or Ghana's way, you will red light. You don't turn around, make a U-turn in that Ghana's road there or Freeport, route. That will make it, because as I saw it yesterday, there can never be any traffic conjunction with the kind of size of the road we have. Traffic should flow.
And thank God your little brother, Patrick Sulu, is the police director. I think you should call him and give him your advice. So together we make sure our country and our infrastructure is protected and is well maintained. So
I heard the president that day. I was listening to the president just now in my office. There was a bad video that went viral. If you can remember, I only saw that video that said, don't put gutters into the drainage. Emphatically, I was looking at it this morning from LBS, where he said, don't put garbage in the water, don't put garbage in the drainage. Something like that will happen. But the guy who did that video did a terrible job. It was disservice to the president, and that was a negative publicity. That should have not been said, because he said it 2 different ways. As I listened to it, and you compare that what the video said was horrible. But anyway, our road was dedicated, and we find the traffic congestion on Ghana's Way all the way to rail line will be minimized, and we enjoy ourselves. Let's go back to your project, this over-publicized project you had that you glorified to be done in 4 months. It's after 4 months. It's not gone yet. That's what I'm preparing myself to have that filed into the list of unfinished projects.
T-Max, I think you know me, and I have been on your show on numerous occasions. Besides that, you know me when I work for the senator. Now I'm president of the Republic of Liberia. Everything we said we were going to do, we did it. And I can tell you.
You didn't do this one in 4 months.
And I can tell you, I'm one of those people that walk around with my dream in my head. It's not something I see in my sleep. It's the things that keep me awake. Those are my dream. And from the time that the president called my number to be the manager of that project, I have obsessed myself with the whole situation. Yes, I was here on the 1st of March. And I told you, I sat in this very seat. And I told you that the project will be done and completed in 4 months. Yeah, I am.
4 months gone.
4 months is gone. And I come to tell you the project because of unexpected obstacles, which starts with the shipment of equipment of materials from China. As you may know, shipment now is taking, the scheduling of shipment is taking a term that you cannot control. We have 3 different delays of the turf coming to Monrovia. Today, I can speak to you. I have all the turfs in country and on the site. Another thing is we are blessed with a curse. We are blessed with a curse.
That's a paradox.
Yes. Our weather. Monrovia is the wettest capital in the entire world. I'm not saying second. We are doing compounding of the soccer field. And because of the water, we cannot put the turf on the floor because the turf are connected with glue. And if you put the turf on the floor in the rainy season, we will not have it lasting long.
You should have known that, Trokon. You should have known all that.
I factor all that.
Yes.
I factor all that. Now, we also have what people calling now the 3rd wave of the COVID.
Okay.
For which I had to reduce the working staff,
workforce
on the side. Those are not things that you factor when you're doing a project. Did I know that tomorrow COVID was going to come the way it came? We have already managed COVID. Another thing that happened that I'm happy that this project is done in the rainy season, especially in the midst of massive rain. There were things that were in our conceptual design that we did not take consideration of. For instance, we had to run a new drainage system outside of the project because we found out, we noticed that water flowing from the airstrip, water flowing from the entire,
from the end of the airstrip,
goes
straight down,
and water flowing from the community, because remember it was an open field. So everybody that lived in the area directed the flow of the water in that open space, and that's where we are developing. And so we have to run a new drainage system that was not part of the conceptual drawing, that had to cost new money. And so there are a lot of factors. Another thing that have delayed the project is my boss' ability to incorporate everything and everybody around the area. When we did the first design, we did it with 3 soccer fields, 2 basketball, tennis, and then my boss said we should come and do a mini playground for the kids. But then we also had to do a building for the peace women. At first, we decided that we would just have a structure, and then he said, no, there should be something that will last. And there are things that these people were lacking that have to be in it. So we had to do a full structure where we had an office, a backyard, and then we have a restroom. And so those were not things that were factored initially. And every time you build new structure, the time increases. Plus, we have everything we need to finish the project.
So you're not going to add anything new to it anymore?
No, we're good. And all the material we need, we have. However, we have to wait it out because of the rain. So what we are doing right now, we are finishing all the buildings. And one thing that also happened, the president have instructed the military to come speed up the process. So we have a new buffer that is helping us to accelerate the entire process. So
tell me now, when do we dedicate it?
The delegation of the project
will it be on Christmas? I'll give you extra 5 months to go.
I'm very thankful for your.
I'll give you extra 5 months.
I will take the 5 months, and I would finish it before then, but I would say I gave it 5 months, because if all things being equal, if I had 3 straight weeks of sun, I can tell you I'm done. But how a season, I cannot promise that. I will have 2 days of sun, then I have 3 days of rain, then I have 1 week of rain.
But by December, will it be completed?
I'll be more than completed. And generosity.
No, I don't want, because the reason why I'm saying this is that I don't want to call you back again and ask you what is the status of the project, and you tell me, oh, the rain has been with us since 1847. They will not go away. And that has factored into our geography.
And I'll tell you, if you were to call other engineers, people that do architecture, we look at structural people in Liberia. I'm talking about engineers. They are amazed with the amount of work we have done in such a way. I would give compliment to the team that I work with, because we have people that have been working day and night. And as we speak, while you were celebrating 26, the military and workers were over there making sure we meet deadlines. So I would say hats up to them. They are doing a marvelous job. And I have been able to work with other people, because when you are consumed with a project, sometimes you don't see the little things. So I was able to reach out to the aviation engineer, one of my good friends, Paula. She has been a help. She came in 2 different times to make sure I'm in compliance with all the aviation rules. And there were places where I didn't see certain things, and she was able to give me advices. And so, and I'm also grateful that the engineering battalion from the Army came, because they have also come up with some quick fix that we were not looking at from the beginning. And so now we are on course as I speak. We are laying out the sidewall from the water and sewer area all the way to Oro Junction. We are also laying out the parking lot, and so we are on course.
So you're on course.
Yes.
How much interest does money attach to it? Because it's not a signature project.
If there is any project that I would say is dear to his heart, I would say this project. And that's the main reason he said, I'm not going to Ministry of Finance for budget to do this. I would talk to some of the agencies that have corporate social responsibility to contribute. And I will openly say a big thank you to NASCOP, another thank you to Maritime and the National Port Authority for all the help and contribution. The president has been taking the lead role in financing this, along with these 3 institutions that I just mentioned. And I can tell you, you remember I came here the last time across from you, and I told you that this project would be under 500,000. I'm the first person to come and tell you, we have already passed that mark. Why? Because
you added new structures there that were not in the original plan.
Yes, but you see, that's the beauty of engineering, because there is no time any engineer will look at something and don't find new solution to it. And that's why it comes a time you have to have your final drawing. That's how we call it. Because from your final drawing, it keeps you in line.
Let's go to the structure itself. Let's go to, I don't have the blueprint on my but let's go to let's go to what it is. Let's look at the house for the praying women.
Yes.
What is the capacity of that? How many women would that take?
It would take more than 50% at a time.
50% of the time.
Then what we did was, because the way they usually structure their prayers is done outside. So we have a space that accommodate more than 50%. However, we are paving in front of the entire place to allow them to come out and lay out like they usually do. But this time they will have protection, because we're gonna make sure we have barriers that a car cannot just run over people.
Yeah, okay.
And just in case if a person was tired, they can also go in and have a space that would be well AC. And so we passing every time looking at them, we as engineers, we factor some of the things that they needed, and so we provided that as in the structure. So
the problem with what's about the 3 football field, whether it be the official or football field, because if they're gonna be 3 football fields, it's gonna be 3 times the football field of ATS and SKD.
No.
So what kind of football field are you talking about?
The first thing, even me growing up around that area, because I grew up FE Shocker, I've been there since 1984. I was amazed to look at the space that we had. We are developing 12 acres of land. 12 acres of land. And we have one standard field.
One standard. One official standard.
One
size.
official standard size field.
Okay.
And we have 2 practice.
Okay.
Two
okay.
practice.
I
field.
understand that. I understand.
2 practice field, and then we have 3 basketball courts, because initially we said 2. The president said no. Our second sport here is basketball. We have to increase the amount of basketball court that we have. So we increased the basketball to 3. But the way we design it will accommodate more people, where if the park is crowded, you can do 3v3, where you can play half court. So we will have rims on either side that will be able to accommodate more people.
Okay.
And then we have this, we have volleyball, which the president actually made famous in recent time because he's passionate about volleyball. And so we have this inter-ministerial league. Volleyball was one of the biggest sports that we had. So we have volleyball, and then we have tennis. So we have all that. And one of the things someone from LFA told me is like, we just came from Senegal watching the beach soccer. Why is it we cannot incorporate it? Luckily for us, it's something the president has already told me about, because he said when he was in Brazil doing the World Cup, it was something that is very much popular over there. So he wanted us to include it. So we also have a 3v3 cage leg beach football. So yeah, and the only part of the park that I'm more excited about is the children playground, and then we have a quiet part of the park that will help people that just want to walk around, sit in a quiet place and read a book. Because we don't have this.
You give me the picture that looks like a sport village.
Yes.
That's what I'm having in my mind.
Yes, and I'm sorry that the design you have is the first design.
Okay.
There have been we have did a lot of modifying to it. We have done some altering to that, and now I will share with you. And to be frank, it's something that my boss also raised. This gone 26. He's like, Trokon, it's not all the time you will be here to explain the project to people. Each section here should have a picture or a design to show. And we already done all the 3D rendering of all the different fields. And as I speak to you, it's being printed now. And hopefully,
you put that on display.
Yeah, every section we have a 3D image of how. And then as we continue to do the construction.
We'll take our break, but let me get to this before we work. The biggest problem, Liberia, is a problem of maintenance. You check the roads, you check the houses. We don't maintain our roads, we don't maintain our houses. And Mane has been in this thing of all the stuff that he started, the geom professionals, we don't maintain things. And this like you're going to put it over below under $100,000. That's exceeded that what you're doing. Mane leaves office. Let's be blunt. Our problem has been maintenance. This is not government project. Is seemed to me a project that he's loved, his signature project, because he's an ambassador from the football field, and he's want to give this as his signature project. He leaves office. Who's going to maintain this?
And that's why I'm happy that you brought this up.
Maritime will not be looking up to him. NPA will not be on his watch. NASCAR will not be. So what's going to maintain this?
This is something that I have strongly thought about, because I see a lot of things that we have started, a lot of things that the government before us started that is being poorly maintained. And there are times we have even the new roads that we started building, we have people parking cars besides the road, like cars that are broken down. And so we factored that into what we were doing.
How would it be maintained?
The sustainability of that particular path lies under the city hall.
Okay.
The sustainability, and it's something I've been working closely with Jefferson Kochi. And tomorrow, as it's written and as it's often said,
does his power extend on that side?
Yeah, it's in the heart of the city. It's
if you look at the geographic dimension of city corporation,
it's in the heart of the city. Timas, you're a Morovia boy. I know, but then I will have to question.
No, what I'm saying to you,
you stay too long across the bridge. I don't think you know Single. Come on, how can you say Single is not part of
Koji stops to Koji stops to how do you call it? Vamuma.
No.
Geographic.
It's
where you start.
No.
So he goes all the way to Congo.
So come on. Now you're telling me your limitation when it comes to the city. You stay too long across the bridge. If you're telling me that City Corporation stopped to Vamuma, then I have a problem. No. City Corporation passed Vamuma. Yeah. And so this is one thing.
Monrovia City Corporation I'm talking about.
Yes, the city.
I'm not talking about Monrovia City Corporation.
No, but
Monrovia City Corporation.
No. I'm not leaving it. Because you have just exposed yourself that you don't even know.
So Koji gonna manage this?
No. It's not Koji. Because somebody can.
Koji will not be there.
That's why I didn't want you to say Koji. Tomorrow, Koji could be gone somewhere else.
Koji will be gone somewhere. Don't say could be. He's gonna be gone somewhere else. When Mane is not president, Koji will not be city major.
Even
don't forget about that.
No, but besides that, even under the current president, the president could decide there is another portfolio for Jefferson Kochi. He's not marking stone to be.
I agree.
To be city mayor.
No, I agree.
And so that's what I'm trying to.
But we cannot give a project to him.
No.
His project.
You keep saying Kochi. Currently, Kochi is the city mayor.
I agree.
But Kochi, the city corporation, is not Kochi. If Kochi is gone tomorrow, whoever gonna be the head of the city corporation will be the one who supervise
the maintenance,
the maintenance of the park. And as we speak, we already have people that is assigned along, and those people do cleaning. And so how we will have a
about cleaning. I'm talking about structural money. You're an engineer.
No, but I'm trying to tell you, structural maintenance starts with making sure you keep the place looking the way it was when it was originally built. And the only way you can do that is to make sure you maintain the place. And maintenance costs money. But it's not something that we are making the place really nice, that even the choir park will be place that people can come and come to do and take pictures for wedding.
Okay.
And so They set a corporation
will generate funds
to raise funds from them.
Okay.
But the actual usage of the place will be free. But there will be specific programs that can be held there for which proceeds from that program will be able to keep the maintenance.
To keep the maintenance. Okay, our time is we cannot take the second break. So we can say, for matter of factly, that I'll give you the grace period of up to December. So by December, it's a matter of fact that it will be dedicated.
And that's what I'm saying. Thanks for your generosity. I will take December. All things being equal, it could be done before that time, but I will stretch it out because this time around, there will be no excuse because these are not excuses that I'm giving because these are all facts. These are things that are happening now. But even in the month of November, I'm crying for 3 weeks of sun. In the month of November, I will have more than.
If you believe in God, pray to God.
I believe in God.
He will send sunshine if you believe in him.
I believe in God.
Does he sometimes answer your prayer?
I believe in God. And I believe that we have an abnormal structuring of the earth because of climate change.
God is God. Thank you very much. Let's take our second break and be right back. When we come back, call us on that number on 07777 You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Our special studio guest is Trokon. He is the project manager of the Invincible 11 Sports Park, and we asked him to give us an update. He said they stopped because of unforeseen problem, COVID at level 3. The rain started misbehaving. The project, the stuff they put in for arrived late because we have COVID that affects transportation, that affects trade and everything. So they came late, and but now they are on the ground, and they added new components of the original drawing. Engineering is non-static. The more engineer look at that, look at creation, say, hey, there has to be this way. Like you look at Adam, you say, hey, this guy can't be alone. He might be sleeping in the core of the garden. Let me give him an Eve that will complement him. So that's what engineers do. Look at project. Can I put a girl in this side? Can I put a boy in this side? Could I get them married? That's what they do. So because of this thinking that had expanded the original scope of the drawing for their comfort in the future. And so that what has caused the delay. But he said emphatically by December, I'll give him the grace period because I don't want to call him here. I would not call him if we get to December and nothing is done. He might just go away and find somewhere else to go. I would not call him here. So let's take our break and be right back.
Bring my umbrella so I can rush to the bank before the line gets long.
So the bank under this rain. Let me laugh at you small, yeah. Yeah, big girls like me do banking from anywhere. All I need is a nice cup of coffee and a chair. It's time to start transferring some cash around.
Oh, you can transfer money from your bank account to your phone?
Simple. My account is connected to my wallet. Standing in line at banks is the least of my worry these days.
Orange Money Bank to Wallet is now with EcoBank. Transfer your money from the bank to your Orange Money wallet and vice versa. Register today with Orange Money Bank to Wallet and worry no more about standing in long queues at the bank. Now you can do your bank transfers from anywhere using your phone. Just dial *144# and follow instructions.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Papa, I just like the president when I saw.
Okay, my biggie, you know your news?
When news again?
Get your Orange Home Internet bundle for only $39. That's 75 gigabytes of data for 30 whole days for only $39. Just dial *833# to activate your Orange Home Internet bundle.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Hey man, give me the answer now. What's the non-president of Liberia Football Association?
Oh my brother, why you saying how much give me that for? You asking me play that question?
My dear, I'm a new level, yeah. The more you know, Orange, is the more you win.
Get more for what you know with Orange. Test your knowledge by texting Banjo, BANJOO, to 6161 for trivia questions about Liberia and football. With each right answer, you stand a chance to win $50 USD cash. Weekly, you can win Technophones, and monthly, you can win an array of appliances or a car. No network does it quite like Orange.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plug from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, or we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Thank you very much. We're back on 50-50 on Sky 107. What is the update of the construction of the over-publicized Invincible 11 Sports Park? Will it ever be completed, or will it be added to the list of unfinished projects? My special studio guest is the project manager, Trokon. Before we open the lines, I'll go to the lines to afford our listeners and our viewers the opportunity to participate. I was thinking something that Liberians be poor on maintenance. Why don't you, after completion of this project by December, outsource it? Because somebody who can maintain it and run their business.
And I think it's a good idea. And we always talk about the private sector inroad, especially when it comes to do with government, because they have the ability to maintain because of the flow of cash. However, it's like you also don't want people get overcharged, because the main reason why this particular park is built is to give people the opportunity and to have a space that they can actually play. And so I'm not saying it's a model we are looking at right now, but saying that maybe when the city start managing the park, they can outsource it to a private person, and they can serve as the regulator to make sure that the president original dream that this place should be free for the people is still being kept. But that's something that the city will have to decide. But I know my boss, under his watch, he wants that place to be free.
So with the Maryborough Incorporated to manage that.
It's not me that make those decisions.
No, I was just giving some people that will maintain the original outlook, the original intention of that. There are people who are serious, people that are seriously minded people. Like I can give you example of Maryborough. If you look at Maryborough, what Monrovia City was and what it is, quite frankly and realistically, you tell me we deserve better than what it is. So I'm talking about people if you complete it and after a year it's not properly managed, money himself will not sleep. We said that was not what I thought about. So they give it to somebody who will keep the clean and ideal as it was intended to do. Will be somebody of that same mind and conduct and attitude of Maryborough.
And thank you very much. Maryborough is somebody that I'm very close to. She's a real good friend of mine. And I don't think you're doing justice to the city mayor. I think Jefferson Koji.
I'm not going to go.
We can go there.
I'm not prepared to.
No, we can go there.
We can
go there.
Bro, City Hall and
we can
Jefferson.
No,
Koji is my son.
No, I'm not
Koji
saying.
is my son.
I'm not saying,
maybe he doesn't have the money, but Monrovia
deserves
better than what it has.
I'm not going there.
Let's save that for another day.
Okay, let's save that for another day.
Let's go to the lines and get to our callers and viewers to see,
because I think it's injustice.
I just let's save that for another day.
Okay, I'm here.
If you look at Monrovia today, and we save that for another day.
Okay, next week I can come in.
Yeah,
and then I'll show you tangible stuff that he has done and things that he has transformed.
I will show you a mountain Kilimanjaro of dirt in Monrovia. I'm not going to that.
And guess what?
Let's go on your project. When it's time for me to bring Koji, I'll bring Koji. I have access to him. I'll bring Koji.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Let's go to the line. Talk to our first caller. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Thank you. Tima, B-A-Y. I'm Wemot, Mickey, Tima. And let me say, the latest donation to you and my dear brother, Trokon. Tima, clearly, I can tell you for this. Tima, you can preserve over this project or this initiative with no doubt to my ability. Trokon is somebody that I know all the years and is highly result oriented, and this project will be fully implemented to a potential. But you see, Trokon is one big brother that I respect so highly. Everything that Trokon does, he did it to the best of his ability. So this project will be a modern one. It will not be so completed and the way it's clean. On the whole, we got a children. I'm looking your app this morning to tell the truth. That's my own people. I can listen nothing or everything that we are thinking. But there is so act and learning your character, my people. If this act is truth involving you in the police officer.
Thank you very much. I'm not discussing that. I'm not discussing according here. I'm not discussing this altercation with police. I just want to deal with the project. Thank you very much. So when you meet him, sometime you can talk about who hate who or that. Let's go back to line 5 and talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. Kimi here.
Yes, Max.
Happy belated 26th day. Today is my anniversary. You have not congratulated me.
Oh, no, man, sir. You are doing a very good job. No, man, I owe you an apology.
Thank you very much, my brother. Yes. I have Trokon in my house.
Okay, so you are doing very well for us.
Go ahead. I have Trokon here. We're talking about the project that he's managing.
Okay. My own question I have to ask, according to him, he listened to his deliberation that there are some materials that will have to come from China.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice that these things are yet to come from China, why put a time frame like 4 months on it? That's the problem I have. Let managers have the materials and the workforce. They take 2 days, 3 days, that'll be fine. But then, say 4 months, put the cat before the horse. Don't do that. Okay. I have an interest. If the government is not owning this project, that's the concern I have. On the other side, where you can post or the Minister of Tourism will have that project. And this will boost our income sources. But again, there was an argument attached to the air base that it was so close to the airport. Why didn't you find an allocable location then near the airport, which will be hazardous for other air traffic distractions? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Call me on that number on 07777 You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Our special studio guest is Trokon. He's the project manager of the Invincible 11 Sports Park. Good morning.
Good morning, T-Max.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Frank Gibson. I'm calling from Paris.
What's up, Frankie? What's up?
Fine. Good morning to your studio guests.
Go ahead.
My concern is that, within the Oro area, that particular area, always flooding. That too much water can come to that particular area during the rainy season. And I'm glad the young man is saying that he's an engineer. I don't know whether they are taking the concept. Hello?
Go ahead, listen, Frank. Go ahead.
Whether they are taking into consideration the flooding that always comes at around there, and the narrowness of the road between the fish around the fish market area there. Whether they have any idea plan to widen that area a little bit, because I think that area is a little bit jammed when it comes to traffic congestion. I was in Monrovia 2018. There was a disaster around there when you're approaching the 24th Street area there from Cinco, from Red Light. So I don't know whether they are taking into consideration. And I was glad the president said he's going to bring down all the zinc hatches around the place that to complement the sports complex, because you cannot build a modern sport complex and see zinc break all that area down to make a modern houses. That's also, I don't know whether the minister can speak on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank. Call me on that number on 0777 777. Let's go back to line 6. Talk to our next caller. Good morning. Good morning. Have we lost that call on line 6? Call us on that number on 0777 107. You'll be live from 5050 on Sky 107. Let's go back to the line. Talk to our next caller. Good morning. We don't, okay, until we get another caller, you want us to go over to Trokon to be able to address some of this. But anytime we get a call, then we can go back to Trokon. Okay, Trokon, you want to address some of those concerns?
Yeah, thank you. To the caller that said, why did we give a duration knowing that we have different factors that will have played into it? The first thing, when we were given the 4 months duration, we factored all those things, most of them. I would say most of them, because I would say the first thing he talked about is the shipment. In a normal condition, it takes 1.5 months
for 6 weeks.
1.5 months for stuff to come from China to come to Liberia. When we were on designing this, because we knew.
I think I'm gonna interrupt you because a lot of callers on the line. We'll come back to that. We'll give you all time to address those concerns. Let's go back to the line. Talk to our next caller. Good morning.
Good morning, T-Max.
Good morning, my brother. What's your name and where you calling us from?
This is Keselin Davat. I'm calling you from Texas.
Okay, so you tell me happy belated Independence Day.
I'm just about to tell you now. Happy anniversary and happy belated Independence Day.
The great Kesel, thank you very much, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and thank you to your studio guest, Trokon in studio. But I'm kind of confused. When we have funding coming from NASCO, Maritime, and NPA, and you're telling us that the project is not a government funding project, I'm kind of confused, and I would like for him to make some explanation about that. That's one. And you cannot have a brother who say he lived in the area since 1984, like some of us did, because we grew up right in Monrovia. That place has been a flood area throughout from time immemorial. To tell us that he did not expect that the place would have been so watery, or have been so flooded like the way it is when they took all the project, then I'm kind of thinking about. Then I question which part of that area he ever lived. Because if he lived in the area and he grew up there, you should have known pretty well that that place has been flooded from the existence of Liberia. That we know of. Okay, so I want him to actually elaborate on those issues, and I want to say thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Kezo. Thank you very much. So you have that jotted down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I missed the first
So
one.
the callers have, okay, that's the last caller, right? Okay, then we can give Trokon the time to comment on those concerns.
And I'll go from the bottom up.
Yes, let's start with Keseli.
Keseli question if I grew up in the area.
No, your first question was?
No. I know how go about answering the question. Yes, Keseli. I grew up Effie Shortcut, 24th Street, and I've been living in that area, and I still live there today since 1984. When we talk about the flooding system over there, we have created one of the best drainage system on the park. The whole perimeter that people will be jogging on was built as a drainage system. Every water over there that is collected runs through a channel that will be empty, or that is being emptied right now in the little creek that runs under the bridge. There is a mini passage that goes into the swamp. And one of the callers since that question came out, I just want to link both. A caller from France said, what are we doing
about the water?
Yeah, to mitigate the flooding issue in our area? As I speak right now, the military, the engineering battalion, we are running the water from the site is being collected. We are elevating the land a little bit, and then we will pass the water for it to connect with the normal flow of the water that will be able to solve some of the flooding challenges along the junction. That's why instead of keeping our design right in front of where the park is, we extended the sidewalk all the way to Oro Junction, because I grew up in that area and I know it is a challenge. And so since I was given the opportunity to work there, I wanted to find solution to the existing problem. I remember many days I walked to go to school and I had to take off my shoes to pass in that area. So today I'm a minister, and not just a minister, I've been given the opportunity to manage an area that I actually played before. So all those problems that existed, we are finding solution to them. I come solve that is with the flooding issue. Now we come to why will you know there are impediments and there are issues, and you gave a timeline that was so short. Everything from the shipping. Normally, goods from China takes a month and a half. Because of this project and because of COVID, we put it at 2 months and a half to make sure the goods come in. It took more than 3 months, almost 4 months for all. That is abnormal, because we factor for the abnormality within the project. Instead of it being a month and a half, we double it to 2 months and a half, thinking that we will actually solve that problem. But guess what happened? It took 3 months and a half, almost 4 months for everything to get here. Another thing that brought some of the problem, if you look at the cost for shipment from China, and most of our trailers or business people right now in Radio Land will attest to it. Prior to COVID, we had to ship a 40-foot container from China. It was costing you around $4,000 to $5,000 United States dollars. Today, each 40-foot container that we brought in was costing $15,000 to $16,000. These are stuff that we didn't factor within even our budget. And can you imagine something that you will bring into on even an abnormal situation? If even we had a double increase, it's one thing. A 40-foot container right now, and to people in Radio Land, they will attest to it. $15,000 to $16,000 United States.
4 times as much.
So these are unforeseen situations. But as an engineer, you always make sure you give yourself breathing room. And we call it margin for error. We actually put that in the project and in the duration. And still. And one of the questions I really want to answer, and I think it came from the last caller too. He said, How can you say this project
it's not a government
is not a government project
when MPA,
when Maritime and
NASCO
funding
it?
No, not funding, contributed.
Okay.
Contributed, not funding. Because the president is doing more than 60% of the actual project. That is his personal resources that he has put into the project. And so I will answer that question. And sometimes people don't understand the inner workings of government. Those institutions that are called has on the book corporate social responsibility. So if T. Mas Jate had a project and he wanted to build like a library, he can write to NASCA or write to MPA and ask for help to erect that building. If MPA contribute to it, MPA is contributing its social corporate responsibility to the people of Montserrat County, to the people of Liberia. However, that project still remains T. Majate personal project. It would not take away from T. Majate being the owner. So what people don't understand is the inner workings of government. And so these are questions you ask, and I hope I provide clarity. These institutions has social corporate responsibility. And these institution has been doing it for different entities, even for private people. And once what you're doing is going to cater to the well-being of the ordinary Liberians, and there is no other corporate social responsibility that you can contribute to more than what we are doing.
Thank you very much. Let's take. Should I read the front and back page of the paper before we take the last period? I'll do that after that. I'm asking my producers which one do I do. I think let me read those papers first, and I'll take my break. Then we can go back to our comment from our social media users. I have 6 newspapers: the New Liberia, New Dawn, the Heritage newspaper, Analyst, Inquirer, and Front Page. So I'll give you the banner headlines to the front and back pages of the paper. Let's begin with the New Liberia. 3 passenger 57 robbers in police custody. The photo of Patrick Sudwe, LFA, $1.4 headquarters takes a gradual shape. Full text of the 174th Independence Day message. Since our incumbency, my administration has endeavored to tackle roads and other basic infrastructure requirements so as to bring improvement to the lives of our people, as well as ensuring that there is adequate access to services. President, we have made this point. Chin Liberia's development story, the photo of Manem, President, we have laments development deficit, vows to overcome critical challenges. Invest more in health sector. Dr. Nelson, the orator of the 174th Independence Day, said that. The back page of Legible Rennie's newspaper says, no trash on the road, bad road medicine admonishes road users as he dedicates new Japanese freeway. U.S. government donates J&J COVID-19 vaccine to Liberia. Thank God I've taken 1 and 2. Did you take your vaccine?
Yeah, I'm fully vaccinated.
Fully vaccinated. So why don't we get off this thing? I'm fully vaccinated. Yeah. So let's get it off. Let's get it off. So let's get it off. So that those guys who every day wear masks will be conscious enough. I didn't know you were vaccinated.
I'm fully vaccinated.
Okay. So let's get it vaccinated. Fully vaccinated. So let's move on to victory for the rule of law. Councillor Massacre says that concludes the the New Liberian. Let's move on to New Dawn. Say Cummings to open COVID treatment centers. Liberia, not independent nation. Dr. Jeremiah Z. Wapo said that we are not, Liberia is not independent nation. The back page of Otello Gabla's paper says Lone Star Cell MTN consoles families of victims of sinking vessels. The front page of the Heritage newspaper says Liberia faces leadership deficit. The photo of Dan Saye, chairman of the opposition movement for economic empowerment. Dan Saye said that Jetty reaches out to prisoners, which we call Zocos. Ministry of Commerce signs an agreement to boost livelihood projects supported by UNDP. Ex-senatorial candidate embarks on development projects in Bassa. Max staff complete result-based planning M&A reporting training. Special message by His Excellency Dr. George Mane. We are up to the people of the Republic of Liberia on the occasion of the observance of 174th independence anniversary of Republic of Liberia. The back page of the Heritage newspaper said Amazing Grace Orphanage benefits from food and non-food items. That is that. German mineral in Trokon County, Diamond District, German mineral companies expands operation. The front page of the analyst said PLP's cassette picks bone with politicians, zooms in on past, present political administrations. Muslims council condemns Imam Cry. He says he must refrain from making ungodly utterances. I thought by now government would have called Crowdy. He's calling for a revolution. Revolution is a bloodshed thing, and I thought he would have been behind bars to explain to us what he meant by this so-called revolution. Rainbow Alliance formalizes Operation Issue Framework Document. Cummings Foundation launches treatment centers, 14 other medical centers to receive support. In Liberia when I die. Jetty's telling Liberians, bring my body when I die. Jetty says as he donates food and non-food items. You know, in Jetty's culture and religion, when you die, they put you in casket. They burn you. Now let's move on to Inquirer newspaper says US $95 million Japanese freeway officially open as President We are caution road user. That's what I was talking about. The road I was calling the police director to give us how they're going to manage this road, because this unnecessary U-turn, the road is smooth and people could be tempted, especially keke and motorcyclists. Racing Community Voices Project, my watchman app partner to strengthen GBV reporting. Jetty feds, prisoners, Zocos on holiday. Government brags of decline in COVID cases. The back page of that, Alice donates 60 oxygen cylinders to JFK. AFLA identifies with Blind Association. The front page of the front page newspaper said Jama Kalod arrested. Police in Monrovia nabbed men suspected of shooting foreign employee of international consultant company in Buchanan. Fighting the health crisis in Liberia, Cummings Africa Foundation opens COVID treatment center at St. Joseph Hospital in Concord Town. War simulation training for AFL, 16 soldiers of the Armed Forces of Liberia to be trained in realistic wartime environment in northern Michigan. National Civil Society Council calls the government to outsource COVID-19 testing, no monicum of trust. And it says we are particularly shocked and worried about reports of sample collectors allegedly creating new codes and submitting different test samples for individuals who have already tested positive of COVID-19, to hear that sample collectors are tampering with critical information of those who have already tested positive is ungodly, uncivilized, and abominable. Loreto said this. National Muslim Council describes Ali Crai's threats calling for the revolution if Islamic holidays are not legislated as unwholesome, unjustifiable attack on the Christian community, condemning the chief imam. The back page of the front page ready for World Cup qualifier, SKD Sports Complex renovation nearing completion, says Thomas Kojo, and has up to Zuka Wesson. Now it's time to go straight to Studio 8 to let's take our break, go straight to Studio A. When we come back to give you the comment from our social media users, and let me interject here that the comments you are just about to hear after the break are now comments made by Sky, a comment by our social media users.
Bring my umbrella so I can rush to the bank before the line gets.
Under this ring, let me laugh at you small, yeah. Yeah, big girls like me do banking from anywhere. All I need is a nice cup of coffee and a chair. It's time to start transferring some cash around.
Oh, you can transfer money from your bank account to your phone?
Simple. My account is connected to my wallet. Standing in line at banks is the least of my worry these days.
Orange Money Bank to Wallet is now with EcoBank. Transfer your money from the bank to your Orange Money wallet and vice versa. Register today with Orange Money Bank to Wallet and worry no more about standing in long queues at the bank. Now you can do your bank transfers from anywhere using your phone. Just dial *144# and follow instructions.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Why doesn't like the president?
Yeah, my biggie, you know your news?
Why news again?
Get your Orange Home in $39. That's 75 gigabytes of data for 30 whole days for only $39. Just dial *833# to activate your Orange Home internet bundle.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Hey man, give me the answer now. What's the non-president of Liberal Football Association?
Oh my brother, what you saying? How much give me that for? You asking me play that question?
But yeah, I'm a new level, yeah. The more you know, Orange, is the more you win.
Get more for what you know with Orange. Test your knowledge by texting Banjo, BANJOO, to 6161 for trivia questions about Liberia and football. With each right answer, you stand a chance to win daily 50 USD cash. Weekly, you can win Technophones, and monthly, you can win an array of appliances or a car. No network does it quite like Orange.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Hello, your number one 100% Liberian-owned professional garage and auto parts dealer, Uptown Garage, is still around and going stronger and getting better. Yes, Uptown Garage at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets, after 20 years in the business, has a new spare parts store known as Uptown Spare Parts on Broad Street side. You don't have to order spare parts from overseas. You can purchase brand new spare parts for your car from us. No more used parts. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to us. Uptown Garage has a branch at Rehab that you can also count on. We have a diagnoser that can find and we fix any problem on your car. With our sophisticated equipment, we give 1 month warranty. We provide a tow truck free of charge if it's our garage that will work on your car, but we can tow your car anywhere for a fee. Uptown Garage has been around for 20 years now, providing reliable, efficient, and professional services and durable auto parts for your car. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317, 0886 553317, or at our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Our email address is uptowngarage2014@gmail.com. Uptown Garage, always the best. Forget the rest.
Okay, thank you. Let's now bring you some comments here on the program 50-50 this morning. And the first comment comes from the man hater Jedo. So good morning, T-Max, and a good morning to Minister Trokon. I write from a Propo corner in Logan Town as a Propo defender. T-Max, the park in question will be concluded. It's about time and the availability of resources. The young minister in the studio is noted for good character standing, and he always protests character by opposing corruption. Edwin Gray says, is that the only thing you guys discussing now? President Weah will drag you guys in 2023 again. Lazy opposition. Taizuan, James, Nibo, Blas, Tima thinks this government is joking. Martin Wilma Brown says, good morning, T-Max. I've been a strong fan of IE from Sano County from my youth days. But you see the problem with sports in Liberia, everything is built around individual. There is no system established that these clubs can survive on in the absence of individual support. That is what killing our traditional teams like IE and Barrow. T-Max, let's come to Eric Passaway. T-Max, this is the smartest guest you have ever entertained. And he quotes, we are blessed with a curse. Can't stop laughing. Let's go back to Martin Rama Brown. He said, thanks to Sky Liberia, the connectivity is very strong. We are not experiencing a break in connections. I think talking about the internet there. James Walkway said, the Invincible Sports fee, what does the risk assessment report indicate, such as safety of environment, land of aircraft at the James Spring Airport, parking lots vis-a-vis highway, etc. The city is already prone to unbearable traffic. So does this project envisage the new rule for entry and exit at the facility? Don't ignore these concerns. Sarah Putuwe says, let Jefferson clean the city before getting another position because our people and the country are dying from odds. Finally, let's come to this man. Mayfi Deco says, is Trokon telling us here that President George Weah is using his personal money to underwrite the cost of the project? And before I go to Tima, let me say on behalf of the working staff here, we'd like to say happy anniversary to you and your beautiful wife. And we pray that the Lord Almighty God will give you more joyous marriage. Back to you, Timas.
Thank you very much, my son. Thank you very much. And I appreciate that. Yes, I pray to God every day. He's been my shield. He's my protector. He's been my way in the wilderness. So he will be with me. I've tested him. The song we used to sing in Sunday school, I try him. My God is all right. Thank you very much for that. Man, my time is almost up. Project.
Thank you for having
up to December.
Thank you for your generosity. and Tima, before I close, there was a question I didn't answer, and I think I owe it to the public to make that clear. It comes. That question had to do with traffic around the park. We also found a solution to that problem.
Overpass would be?
No, it's not an overpass. We have an off-road where
an exit.
No, not an exit. Off-road, almost like a bus stop.
Okay.
That you can go off the road to put people down. That it will free out the actual
existing road.
The existing road.
Okay.
And so now, if you have the opportunity, although you don't know Monrovia too well, I'll invite you in Cinco for you to actually go
No.
When you said it's not under the jurisdiction of Jefferson County, I felt like, yeah, you stayed too long in Great Crew. Anyway, Timas, there's something that I'm going to break.
What's that?
And the president actually broke it on the on 26th day.
What did he say?
The PHP project. And the PHP project is 2 times, maybe 3 times bigger than what we are doing currently at
the Invincible
Park.
So you want to do something there?
You see, we had to decentralize development.
So take it out of Monserrato.
Listen. The first thing, Monserrato is not Liberia. However, Monserrato have the most population of Liberia. This is the core capital of our country. And so today I will break the ice. Finally, the Abu Dhabi Development Fund has awarded the contract to a company to start the PHP project.
Thank you, Red. Let's keep it at that because I'm running out of time.
No, let me just 2 seconds. To the people of PHP, thanks for your patience. The president, in maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks, the most, will be breaking ground for a state-of-the-art facility in your backyard. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Trokon, for the update of the project. And I'm a doubting Thomas, so I'll wait until I see Jesus. I'll put my hands to his legs, to his hands, and to his side. I wouldn't believe that. That's how I'm made. But let me close with the Minnesota Health and Social Welfare says, and I quote, "It is President Weah's prerogative, so stop asking the questions surrounding the president's taking the vaccine." Now, if it's the president's prerogative, there is my prerogative to wear mask or not to wear mask. If we're not fighting COVID, if it is my prerogative, I'm not equating myself to president. But if the Minister of Health or the scientists, I suppose, who said it's the prerogative of anybody to take vaccine, then it will be my prerogative to wear mask or not to wear mask. That's what I want to stop. On that note, we come to the end of this edition of 50-50. Thank you, my friend Trokon, for braving the storm to come to the what you call slaughterhouse. This is not your first time coming to the slaughterhouse. I'm not slaughtering you. We're just sharing information because this is the only marketplace for the exchange of ideas. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now.
No cards, no gimmicks. Just pure rock and roll hits on 107.1